I love old school shooters. Hi guys, it's Drew here bringing you another True review, and today it's Paladin on the Xbox One. It's priced at £7.99 in the UK and $9.99 in the US. And what we have with Paladin is an old school shooter. It is you against the alien horde who are attacking your planet. You have 3 cities to defend and it's just you to do it. And right from the get-go, you start the game up, you can pick one of several ships which are rated on speed, acceleration, their different weapon, the different nuke ability and different range attack. Now, played with all of the ships, and to me the most important decision for me anyway was the speed and acceleration, which I was quite surprised about. All the weapons were very effective, but the nukes obviously screen clearers, and the rage attack were just really to get you out of those sticky situations when you wanted a little bit of additional firepower, such as the bosses for example. But for me the most important attribute was the speed and acceleration, because this game plays a lot like Defender. And if anybody who's played that game, you know you don't stop on a dime, you carry momentum into your ship's movement, and Paladin works on the same basis. So for me, finding the ship that I felt comfortable with the controls with was more important than choice of weapon or choice of nuke for me. It's just a case of play around with them and see what fits your playstyle. But it was a pleasant surprise to be able to have a choice, because I was just expecting to have one ship to choose from. So once you start playing it, then you realise that the similarities with Defender don't end there. You've got a similar kind of play area, but whilst this time it's an enclosed area, you mainly just go from left to right. There's no vertical movement as such, and you have 3 cities to defend, one to the left, one to the middle, one to the right, and the aliens will attack these cities and yourself, trying to deplete your city's population levels. Now the game's wave based with 40 levels in total. With every 10th wave at the end of it you will face a boss, so levels 10, 20, 30 and 40 will be boss battles. But in between of those waves you do enter a shop, which again is another surprise to me. I wasn't expecting an upgrade system to be in a game which is a pretty simple game, to be honest with you, but there is quite a lot of options there available to you. Now this I thought was a good thing and a bad thing, because you simply could spend the money you collect from beating enemies, which I'll get onto in a moment, on a number of things which made the game an awful lot easier, and I mean drastically easier, to the point where you could buy lives up to, I think it was 8 or 9 lives, and then you could buy smart bombs, but then there was an ability to activate the smart bombs when you took a hit. Now I've seen this available in other games before, and usually it's a one-trick thing. Basically it saves you once and then you've got to repurchase it again, but this was a permanent upgrade, which in effect gave you, on top of your 8 or 9 lives, then 4 smart bombs as well to basically crash into things, and it would automatically activate the smart bomb rather than knocking a life off you, which to me gave you too many get out of jail cards, to be honest with you. It should have been like a one-off ability. But other things you can upgrade the attack power, you can upgrade your fire rate, you can buy population for your cities, increase the damage resistance for your cities, you can even give the cities some rudimentary attacks there. You can make your rage bar fill up a lot quicker. There's increased heads-up display readouts for you to help you know when a city is under attack or how many enemies are left on the wave as well. So there's quite a number of things there. But like I say, it's a good thing to have, but then again, it's also a bit of a bad thing as well, because as I say, you can just simply make your ship too powerful, and because the lives are infinitely purchasable, once you get to the point where you've got everything else that you need, you can just simply plow all your cash into buying lives, really. So graphically, it's nothing really to write home about. It's not going to push the current gen hardware anywhere, near its capabilities, obviously. But what does that matter? The game's fun at the end of the day. The aliens are all clearly fine, and I love the actual shade and tones that the developers got into the game here, because you have the cities in the foreground there, which are all like blues and blacks and silhouetted out, and you have the neon hills in the background, and then you have the sky, which is also contrasting tones of dark blacks and blues as well. Then to top it all off, then, in your ships and your combat is all in bright neon colours. As you can see from the screen there, all the aliens are very clearly defined. You can clearly depict which type of alien that you're attacking. That's very, very important because of all the different types available that can attack you. They all do require slightly different tactics. Like some of them you obviously can attack head on, other ones you're best going up close to them, other ones best from a range perspective. So it is very important you can clearly identify them, and you certainly can do so. And I just actually love the neon colours against the dark background. I think it just brings out the game really well. What also adds to it is the neon mist effects, like atmosphere effects that we get from on occasion as well, especially when ships explode. I think that does really add a great touch and gives the game a unique feel to it. Musically, there's not many musical tracks there available, but what is there is top quality stuff. It's a lot of synth, a lot of beats going on, a lot of bass going on, and it really fits the sci-fi feel of the game. The bosses have their own tune as well, and overall the sound then really enhances the game. And as the game's only 40 levels long, it doesn't really outstay its welcome. But the main thing is it plays well. It's fun to play, and it was just a shame that it ended at 40 levels. I actually emailed the developer a question actually saying that was there ever any thought of making it an infinite loop, which I personally feel it would have served the game better. And they did respond that it was considered, and it may be take that obviously as a caveat, it may be something that comes to the game later on with additional modes as well. And that is one of the biggest criticisms of the game, is that you have one mode to play. That is it. There's no other options. There's no survival mode. There's no gauntlet mode. There's no one life mode. Things such as that. There's no time attack mode. Just you straightforward 40 levels. Choose easy, normal, or hard. But the one thing I will commend them with is that the game is highly accessible. As you know, anybody who's watched some of my other reviews there, one of my major bugbear with games is these games who make themselves impossibly hard and think, aren't we good, we've made a hard game. But I absolutely hate it when that happens, because I believe games should be accessible to all, and that's what Paladin nails on the head. On easy difficulty level, you will breeze through this. If you've ever played a shooter before, you will breeze through this pretty easy. On easy, which is what you should do, shouldn't it? Because that's the name of the difficulty level, and that would make it highly accessible to anybody who's never picked up a twin stick shooter before in their life. They will be able to have a good go at it and probably progress far and enjoy it and not get deterred from playing it. Normal as well. If you're a competent shooter, you're not gonna have much problem with normal as well, but again, it's a nice step up and challenge. But hard is definitely the way to play it if you are a hardcore shooter fan there, and even then I don't think you'll have too much trouble actually completing the game's 40 levels. For achievement hunters, you'll rejoice that this game is extremely quick to get all the achievements. There was a bugged achievement, and I will applaud the developer for sorting out that bugged achievement prior to release. What an amazing thing to do, because we all know in the achievement community there's nothing worse than having glitched achievements, and some of them sit there for months, years, and then all of a sudden get fixed, and a lot of them never get fixed. I think there's one of my colleagues on another channel there who highlighted there was a problem with one of the cache achievements, emailed the developer, and the developer has fixed it. The achievement is now unlockable, and the full 1000 gamer score is available. If you do play the game on easy, you can literally get that full 1000 gamer score in about 40-45 minutes. So if you are in it for achievements, very easy completion. So overall then, well, it's a fun game, it's a fun package. It's just a shame it didn't have more modes, but what there is there is exciting and it is fun to play. And if you do play on the harder difficulty levels, if you're into shooters, it will pose you a little bit of a challenge there, and it is a fun time to have during the game's 40 levels. Due to the game's lack of modes, I would have liked to have seen it being a slightly smidge cheaper. I mean, I am splitting hairs here. I mean, it is $7.99, which is highly reasonable in the UK, and $9.99. I would have seen like about $2 to come off that, so like $5.99, $7.99 kind of price points there. But I'm not going to quibble over that. I'm not going to say wait for a sale for it, because £2, $2, you know what I mean, it's here and there. It's not like one of these outrageously overpriced titles, so it's definitely going to get a recommended. It's fun, it's short, you know, it's going to be an enjoyable bite-sized piece of entertainment. It's a very competent shooter. It runs excellently on both sets of hardware. I tried it on the Xbox One X, and I tried it on the regular base Xbox One as well, the regular Day 1 edition, and it worked fine. No slowdown, no glitches, no graphical problems. Highly fun, playable shooter. definitely recommend this one for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe and share the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.